We can get some other shit. I know I sent out a docket and that we want to discuss. Terry Crews. Did you lot do your homework?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah.
It's been a busy.
What's going on,
it's
Do you know what? Yeah,
it's been a busy one in that.
It's busy, bro.
Bro,
it's busy.
do you
I
know what
want
it
to
is?
feel excited to hear what you're gonna say.
Oh, them man there at union, that man's doing group projects and that. I'm the only one presenting, and then we get 82%. Oh yeah, thanks, Fols. Fuck off, bruv.
Thank you.
Do you know what?
What do you mean when you pass? No, me, bruv.
And it's so mad because, like, I know that with doing a podcast, sometimes you have to speak about things that you don't want to talk about. I genuinely do not want to talk about this Don.
Why?
What is it? What's the issue? What's the issue? What's the issue with him now? What's the issue?
Over to you in the studio.
I beg.
Over to you in the studio, Jeff.
What's he done now?
So basically, you remember the time when Terry Crews come out saying that he'd been touched by this Hollywood exec or whatever, and he got a lot of support on the internet from black women, innit? Is that fair to say, Vans?
Yes.
Yeah? I don't know if you're aware, Sos, but he got a lot of support in it. It was mixed reviews from the man, them, innit? Mixed.
That's just funny.
Mixed reviews, innit?
Is that accurate in saying mixed?
Bro, I'm trying to set something up here, innit?
I hear that.
Let me
Go
cook in it. We podding over here, bro. Let me cook in it, small, innit? So yeah, it was mixed reviews, innit?
Yeah.
You know, there were a lot of men saying that, rah, bro, my man mad in that. Like, someone touched me, that was me, man, rise it, bro, what do you mean?
You're rising in what way, bro?
Homoerotic banter.
That's it. If man touches me, man's rising, and I'm like, what?
Rifle, innit? Violence, innit? That's what I was referring to. I don't know what's going over there, man. But so a lot of man was saying, rah, like, he's, you know, like he's being phony or he's not real, because if the average man, obviously he's like what, six plus whatever, big muscular figure, this Don, he's touching inappropriately in front of your wife, what do you mean he didn't react? And like, you can see the polar opposites of opinions. And like I said, it was mixed reviews because there were certain men, and I could see where those men are coming from, but I could also understand why that happened and he didn't do anything, because the same thing they're saying about his physicality is part of the reason why he didn't do anything, or a man might not do, because in that situation there, you're 6+, powerful Don, used to be an NFL, muscles coming out your fucking eardrums and that, and you put hands on this white executive. Come on, you know what the story is already going to be, you know?
Yeah.
And it's that kind of fight or flight thing, and then, let's be wrong, it's not disrespect, but Terry Crews ain't no thespian, bro. He ain't no Denzel, he ain't no mainstream actor, innit? He's essentially there for, you know, the Indeed. He's there for that. He's there to come and flick your titty, show us your muscles and that.
Indeed.
Bruv, it's the truth, bruv. Just be like, he's a comedic relief.
Training.
Training.
Yeah.
21, 26, 29. Man's not even counting the right reps. He's there for that, innit? It's a laugh. It's a living. You make it, but like, we could do without you, innit?
Yeah.
Put it this way, if Donnie didn't have a six-pack, he wouldn't be in the position he is. Come and shoot some guns. It's just an extension of like, you know, like ego type of thing.
Yeah.
Innit? Like you're that, innit? Is what it is, innit? So if you're that, you're not necessarily in high demand, because it's bare gym niggas, bro. We can just get someone that used to play NFL, someone used to play basketball, X this, X that, X bouncer. Come on, read these lines, bro. What, Terry was getting 15,000? Okay, cool, we'll give you 7.5. They can get somebody else in it. So all of that might be going through his mind when Donnie does that to him. He's in front of his wife, he's in this space now. So it was basically showing that if someone like Terry Crews, who's got all the physicality, all the stuff to protect himself, can still feel vulnerable, imagine how women feel.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like something hard to fathom, but for a lot of men, unfortunately, it was. And I do side with women, and a lot of women supported him. So I'm building a story up here. So I say all that to say this. Gabrielle Union's on America's Got Talent, innit? She's on the panel, something like that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she had
on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, America's Got Talent. Yeah. She had come out and basically like whistleblown about like lack of diversity, mistreatment of black people in that space and that. And she was basically going to be the fool guy, innit? But she's not made like an official statement, but like she come out and said some stuff. And they had asked him, because he's a presenter on that show, about that, innit? So if you give me the aux fans, and I'll just so I can be fair, I will play what they asked. 100 foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
He put himself out like that, yeah.
I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear what this guy's saying now.
Vans is texting whilst we do this. Vans is texting.
On brand.
Because she reported.
Let me start again.
ask you about the Gabrielle Union controversy. Of course, there are reports that her contract wasn't renewed because she reported a toxic atmosphere existed at the show. You're at the show. Is there a toxic atmosphere?
First of all, I can't speak for sexism because I'm not a woman, but I can't speak on behalf of any racism comments. That was never my experience on America's Got Talent. In fact, it was the most diverse place I have ever been in my 20 years of entertainment. The top 10 acts were Asian, women, older, younger, black, white. It was everything in the gamut. Now, I have to say this too. When you look at what the allegations are about, it was given by an unnamed source. My thing is, it's funny because I believe you should listen to women. You should always believe women. So I asked my wife what I should do. And she was like, first of all, if it's coming from an unnamed source, because Gabrielle Union has not made any statement to this day about any of these allegations.
To this day.
So she's... Have you
spoken to her?
I have not. I have reached out, but I have not heard anything. And so my thing was, my wife said, well, if she hasn't made a statement, why would you? Yeah. And I said, you know what? I'm going to listen to her.
We should mention that NBC is still investigating and that they have said they will put new practices into play.
Talking like a talking man.
Yeah.
Bro, Donnie said she ain't made a statement. You're making a statement now, bro. I'm not mad in it. I know I'm crazy sometimes, but I'm not getting mad now, man.
No.
I'm not getting mad now, surely. I know your interest is limited, Vans, but work with me here. Bro, Donnie said she ain't made a statement. Why are you talking, bro? I honestly feel that thing in the hand is so simply. Just say we don't know, but I stand with her. Until we find out. Because like I said, she ain't made a statement. And Donnie did what a lot of niggas do in times of like strife. He dragged the wife in it. Absorb all these bullets, babes. Stand in the line of fire. My wife said, so now it's the story. Terry Cruz's wife. Donnie put his wife in the line of fire, bro.
Yeah, you could have done that a bit different.
He just gives me like the energy of a sucker.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like in any...
We should have known. We don't know any niggas called Terry. Come on, bro.
In any like...
Do you know anybody called Terry that's black, fam? In
every situation that's come out, like, in regards to him, he hasn't like stood firm in anything.
No. It seems like, I don't know, man. He sounds like he's been shaken up already, fam. Like, he don't want to lose his job.
Because it's very obvious. Like, now, those people that are asking, they're all black. I can't remember what the panel was from, but like, you're the presenter and you're the black face. It's like, there's only a couple blacks in the village. We're meant to stand together. Even, like, I know it sounds hypocritical. Even if she's wrong, we deal with that in-house, innit? Let's say she misread what happened. The environment wasn't toxic. But until we know the full facts, don't do anything that's going to potentially jeopardize her. Because now she said, now this has happened. You've got him over here saying, I can't speak for this, I can't speak for that. But my experience was this, it was great, it was blah, blah, blah. You're a presenter on there. Is it fair to say Donnie's saying that because he wants to protect his job? Because he can't be seen to say anything too left, because if not, you will be back on the set doing Indeed. Yeah. At least if America's Got Talent, you can keep the suit on. When you're on the set, you've got to be topless. Come on, dance for me, nigga. Dance.
But that's what it sounded like. He sounded like he was trying to keep his job. It didn't sound like,
And can we wrong a man that...
Because we had the
well,
same...
no, we can't wrong him, or yes, we can wrong him.
Do you know what it is? It's because like we had the same narrative like the last time. So we were saying that like, oh yeah, man got groped in front of his wife, but he was trying to keep like, you know, his relationships and his job. But at what, bruv, are you gonna get like? At what point are you gonna put your foot down and be like, nah? At what point?
Yeah, it sounds like he's a slave to the system, fam. Jesus Christ. Do you know what I mean? And he's not even like, and I know he knows that. But he's happy to be a slave for the system.
Man said, I'm free now. That's free balls.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a occurring thing for him right now. It's like, come on, man. Like, you're not learning. You're really not learning.
It's tight, bro.
It's tight. Look, like, you got to pay these bills, so I get it. But fam, come on, man. There's a better way to handle it.
And then you're not doing us a favour, because then it created discourse online where like there's a lot of like I told you so niggas. So like a lot of man were doing the whole like see we told you Terry was a fraud, he weren't trustworthy, what type of man. And like I hear you, but why are you so horny to like tell the black women that they were wrong? I respect them more than them don't. You know why? And I forget the pandering thing because man don't care. They did that with honest intentions, innit? There's something to be said. Even if someone was wrong and they lied to you or whatever, at least it was pure. Their support was off the back of, if my understanding is correct, that if this Donnie has all the physical attributes to protect himself, But even him, in that scenario, can be vulnerable. We relate to that. Because a
Yeah,
lot of
that makes-
women have
that
been in that
makes- that
situation
makes a lot of
with the Harvey
sense.
Weinstein
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah.
and he was standing in the gap for the Me Too, and it's like, you know what? Unfortunately, with a lot of these things, if you want to combat any ism, it's got to be the dominant people in that to kind of combat it. So with what's going on there, a man might have to be the face of Me Too for other men
to
to understand.
Yeah,
So I, as a man, let's say I've ignored every other story about women. When I hear the Terry Crews, I'm like, right, what man got groped and didn't do nothing? And I start sitting there thinking, what would I have done in the situation? And now I can relate. Even though like women have been saying their thing for long.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not been like, it's not cutting through.
Yeah,
Man ain't hearing it.
Yeah, but like if you were to go and say like, oh yeah, like, and I believe that you should always believe women,
He's contradicting himself. It's
but
like,
then not believing her, a black woman at that.
this is why I don't like Sosa. Pick a side. If you're right, if you're
Come
wrong
on,
or right, yeah,
man.
don't he's sitting on the fence and then wondering why his trousers ripped. You can't sit on the fence,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
You've got to pick a side.
He's a
Don't he's
phone-
trying to pander and
he's-
be like.
Yeah, man. It's
And then
phony.
let me find you the tweet here that made me laugh even more. Yeah. Let me see if you still got it up. Where is it gone?
Yeah, man. He's
There is only one woman on earth I have to please. Her name is Rebecca. Not my mother, my sister, my daughters, or co-workers. I will let their husbands, boyfriends, partners take care of them. Rebecca gives me wings on a Red Bull vibe, innit? She gives me wings in that. Donnie said, there's only one woman I have to please. Not his mum. Everyone loves their mum. What's going on?
This is what
Sis,
I'm-
daughter. You know that dumb scenario that's always online. What would you do if your house is on fire and your wife is in there with the kids? Who would you save? Big man. He's definitely saving his missus. Yeah, don't worry, baby. You can create more babies, bruv.
Yeah.
Man, like indeed,
Indeed.
indeed. Yeah, Terry's looking fine in the light.
Yeah,
bro.
he's a funny man. He's
And
a
like I
funny
said,
man.
we've finished what I was saying. I didn't like that because then it starts that mad discourse between black women and black men. So the whole "I told you so" crew and that. Okay, cool. You got a victory. Is that a win you really want to have? That Donnie was Fugazi. Okay, cool. What'd you win for that? That you was right. That Donnie was Fugazi. What did you get?
It's Terry Crews, man. You ain't win nothing, man.
Exactly,
Right,
bro.
man. You ain't win
You
nothing.
don't
Man's just gonna do
you
fucking.
don't get nothing out of that.
Yeah.
fucking yeah, man.
Van's not interested.
Nah, not at all, man. I ain't gonna lie. Not at all. I saw another tweet of him where he had like he's looking hench and oiled up, and then someone said he looked like a chewed up Snicker bar. I was like, fam.
Let the internet, innit?
I was like, yeah, this.
These jokes gonna fly now.
Fam,
They're gonna fly even more.
man. They're gonna fly, man.
It is funny watching like, yeah, I'm so disappointed. I'm like, listen, niggas gonna nig, bro.
Yeah, man.
Man's trying to protect his job and that. You know.
Yeah, man. Don't pay him any attention, fam.
They don't necessarily should always believe women, but then yeah.
Yeah, it's
And it's mad because when the news came out about the whole thing happening with him, if I'm right, Gabrielle Union was one of the people that was very vocal in support of him.
Yes.
She was very vocal in it.
Some
And a lot of black women were, innit? You know?
you just, yeah, man. Just go sleep, fam.
Let's
Go
go
eat,
sleep. Have a
eat some
protein
weights.
shake, man.
Eat some weights or something, man.
Hey, listen, I hope he's brushed up his acting skills and he gets a serious role. Or like, you know what the bad thing about all of this? If he doesn't even stay on America's Got Talent for long, it's not going to be fucking worth it, bruv.
But they're gonna find a way to get him out of there. I'll tell you
Apparently,
that now.
they're not renewing Gabrielle's contract, you know. So she's going for
They're
the
not.
show there. That's what the talk is, isn't it? So, and it potentially is not being renewed because of this issue.
Yeah, he's gonna get some serious stick, then.
Yeah, no, it's gonna
He's
happen.
gonna
Innit?
get some
So,
serious stick.
fam. Hey, I hope it's worth it, bro. Just keep wearing the suits, innit?
Yeah, fam.
You know. Oh man, you don't be watching Love Island and that.
Oh, you know what? I'm like 2 weeks behind. I can't keep
2
up.
weeks.
Yeah, but I can't keep up, man. I'm done.
I ain't got time, you know.
I'm
You know
just,
what I
I'm done. I can't. Man.
What do you
Catch
have
it when
time?
I can.
What do you
Yeah,
have
man.
time for this day in this day and age?
I'm literally
Love
catching up on
Island.
Twitter. I'm just catching up on Twitter, fam. Just catching up on Twitter,
I will say
bro.
the summer is better than.
Yeah,
someone's
that's
better.
the problem. I
The
think.
times that I have caught up or I have watched it, I'm like, this is dry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
It's not as
they're
litty.
selfish. Yeah, you're putting Love Island on a month that is really grind season, fam. January. I ain't got time to be like doing extra time watching this and that. Like,
big Sosa, you
come
know.
on, man. And the summer, that is me.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Love Island. But you putting it in January? No, no, that's not happening. Not happening. But it seems like for the past week, though, I've been seeing bare shit on Twitter. It looks like it's getting a bit spicy right now.
A little bit. I mean, Black Love is coming to an end soon.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's have
I
this
feel
down.
like. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I feel like because there's not much to pick from.
Yeah.
I think people are like creating.
Oh, they're making them up.
They're like
fair enough.
they're beefing up like stories and like trying to apply it to real life or Twitter conversations, and it's like, bruv, is it really that deep?
See, and I'm a super fan for Love Island, you know, and I'm not even able to even watch
Foles
it.
is out in these streets watching it every night.
I'm looking at his tweets,
No,
fam.
I'm not watching it fucking now, am I? I'm here with you guys.
Yeah, but I know you're gonna
You
load
can
it
hear
up
the pain in
on
my
ITV.
voice.
Yeah, I know he's
I'm
gonna
here- I'm
load
here
it up
with
on
you fucking
ITV
characters.
player.
Talk
Now,
to me.
let
Let
me
me know what's happening. What's
I mean,
happening?
there's a Fed in there called Mike, innit? And he's got a babe. He's Ghanaian.
Yeah.
He's a nigga that's been twerking in that. He's
Yeah,
got a babe
she
called
really-
Leanne in that, but she's not really feeling him. But
She ain't feeling him.
Like, it's visibly to me clear she's not feeling him anymore.
Okay.
But she's not being vocal enough. So she's giving out mixed messages saying that, we should take it slow, and then going like really coupling, saying you got nothing to worry about. Lips him in the bed and that hugging up, cuddling, like kissing. Bro, you're
And what's his stance? Is he fully invested?
He's put his cards on the table, so like he likes her. But I feel it's like that age-old thing when you're in the office, yeah, and two black people, and everyone's like, oh, you guys look cute together. Just because we're both black doesn't mean to go together. I think he's done that. He was tempted like 2 days in, but obviously come back to his senses, realised obviously black love. Shout out to Papoose and that. Man had to make sure he came back.
What's wrong with you?
And they solidified their thing, but she looks like she's not on it. So the clip that come out, obviously this Thursday, a couple of days ago, was that she was keen with the girl saying like he like, I don't even, the sight of him touching me, kissing me, like repulsing, like ugh, ugh. I want to vomit.
Did she say repulse?
That's a
Hey
disrespect.
man, shouts out to the Fols remix. That's what she said, isn't it?
That's a disrespect.
That's what she said, isn't it? What?
That's
what?
a disrespect.
What? That's what she said, isn't it?
Do you know what? Yeah, like I think this is like the meat of the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I just don't want him kissing me. Like, I don't want him touching me. And
And that's
thinking,
you're working
Jesus
on right.
Christ.
I just don't like the whole tell me before you tell me.
Don't tell me.
Don't
Tell you.
have
Don't
me
tell
out
you.
looking crazy in these streets.
National TV, fam.
Do you know what? Yeah, national.
But then he's a
TV
Fed,
and
so
how-
should we
and
feel
how
sorry
it's
for a
edited.
Fed?
Bro,
A twerking Fed as well.
Ain't gonna be a Fed anymore.
Yeah, so like, that's over. It's done.
That's done.
It's done. It's done.
That's done.
Well, you can't go undercover. You ain't no cop J Reed.
Are we getting onto him because he's a police officer?
No. A couple jokes gonna fly, man. It's alright. You lot arrested my friends, bro. Fuck it, man. Free the man, them, innit? Or a couple jokes, bro. I don't mind. I love to talk to police officer on here, actually.
I
We should
mean,
do that.
do you know what? What got me? It was like the twerking. I was like,
Yeah, man.
what the hell is going on?
There was a challenge, yeah, and cool, but man was twerking and looking back at it. I was like, bro, you do this often. And then he was in like their diary room, man's twerking again.
What,
Then
unprovoked?
he just keeps twerking all over the place.
What, unprovoked?
And Donnie doesn't wear a boxer, man's always in brief.
That's
You know what?
too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's too
Donnie's
much.
trying
Yeah,
to
why
secure. He's trying to secure like
So
something afterwards.
Yes, I kind of see where
Chocolate
she's
City
coming
and
from.
that.
Yeah, Donnie trying to chocolate city. I can. I think she thinks he's corny. I said that this is
Bro,
my
he is
opinion.
corny.
That
It is-
she wants an F man. You know, like Mason Margiela drip, Gucci, Louis Vuitton drip. She wants one of them man.
Wait,
the man that go Runway, Proud Cabaret, and that Libertines and that. That's what she's
same
used
place
to.
Are you in?
What? What? What's going on? I may have not been there. I can't confirm the daddy's allegations.
Wait, so didn't she say that? Oh, like, you know, at first when she started liking him, she said that she wasn't used to a Donnie that would be nice to her.
Yeah, basically because she's been in situationship. She's been getting mugged off in it. That's what she's used to. So I think that initially was like, he's actually different. So that kind of like piqued her interest, but also scared
Why
her.
girls
Like,
dumb, bruv?
oh,
Why?
now he's invested. Yeah.
Why
Get
are
into
they
a toxic
dumb?
bag. Go on.
Why they dumb, bruv?
Bro,
And that's man wants
So
to look after you.
if I speak, they're gonna call me a bully, and I'm not saying
Big Sosa.
Donnie can't even express himself. Now he's corny.
Do you know what's so funny though? It's funny watching all these girls complain about the twerking, yeah. But listen, I don't forget because I know for a fact, yeah, that you lot usually would love this. You start saying "Black Boy Joy" if Donnie had daffodil in his ear, where he was wearing a belly top and was twerking.
It's true.
This is usually the stuff you like. What happened to a man just expressing himself?
Nah, but
what's
not-
wrong with
what-
that?
not in a
Not saying I
romantic-
support him, but for the argument's sake, yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him expressing himself?
They're picking and choosing.
He's comfortable in his sexuality. He wants to twerk. What?
But that's mad.
What?
That's really mad.
The man
That's-
co-sided that one.
That is mad.
The twerking fed, you
That
know.
is mad.
Oh my dude.
Them man that enjoy carnival too much, fam. Them feds there, fam. That's what Mike is,
Them
fam.
man are doing no stop and search. Man just bring your waistline in that.
Yeah.
Man are signed up to do overtime. Yeah, I'm going carnival this year. How many wines you gonna get, Greg?
That's it, Greg.
Man are getting carnival to catch wines and that, and locking up your baby father. You're there dancing with him. Don't you have any shame? Where's your respect? writing your baby father, yeah, I had a great weekend. He was fucking dancing with the fella that locked me up.
So is that the only story that's happening
Yeah,
in
that's,
Love
that's
Island?
all I care about. Black love, innit?
Fair enough.
Love Island has a stronghold on British culture as far as television goes. As
It's
far
winning.
as a reality show goes at the moment, it's like it's taken over anything else on television.
Bro, they got a slot.
But this season for me hasn't hit.
No.
For the episodes that I've watched, I haven't watched it every day consistently, but even from down to the host, there's been a change. Caroline Flack is no longer on the show.
Yeah, that's why I forced her because she's out doing
Of
domestic
course,
violence, isn't it?
of course, yeah. And
Like, don't laugh, bruv. Don't laugh.
I'm not saying that like
I'm
you know
sorry.
she was unfairly taken off.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying like you know for whatever reason she's not on there.
Yeah.
And the host doesn't have the same type of presence that Caroline.
Yeah,
had.
no, those are big shoes to fill, to be fair.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like when I see her appearing on the show, I'm just like, how they edit it is like she's just appeared out of nowhere and then she just reads and then she cuts. I'm like, Caroline, they used to have her walking in slow motion into the house. Like
Yeah, they
the
gave it up.
contestants are excited to see her there
All that
or
vim.
even scared to see her there because they know that there's going to be a plot twist in the show from when she enters the thing. Bruv, it's just boring to me, man, right now at the moment.
you're
So
not
it's
into
just
it.
like, all right, cool. It hasn't like gripped me for like it hasn't given me enough motivation to be like, all right, cool. At 9 o'clock, even if I'm not at home, or no, even if I am at home, I'll be like, oh yeah, switch on ITV2. I'll be at home and I'm like, I'm doing something else.
Yeah,
I have no
yeah.
interest in watching Love Island.
No, it hasn't done. And I'm a
I admire
fan.
you.
I'm a fan, and I haven't even bothered to watch this one.
In time of year as well, there's someone.
Is it, bruv, it's
who would
mad.
quickly before we move off this topic? Who would you rather have seen? Because apparently the lady that's presenting it now goes out with a Donny. That's the voice.
Oh, the voiceover, the
voice,
narrator.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he patterned it for her, but what a coinky dink.
Yeah,
How can
even
he-
if like
makes
he's
sense. And he's
boy,
a fucking funny guy.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Him
He
and the
makes-
guy that does Come Dine With Me,
Yeah.
hilarious.
he's the goat.
Oh yeah, he's the goat voiceover.
Yeah, but the thing is that even if that is the case, listen, man, anyone's gonna take that opportunity, innit?
Oh man, it's open, man.
But
Come on, babes, come true, man.
Yeah, man.
how that transcends over to the public, that's a different story.
I would have
innit?
liked to possibly see maybe Maya Jama, or I thought
a lot
someone
of people saying that.
Gemma Collins would have been hilarious.
Well, they spent the whole budget on the fucking mansion,
Gemma,
fam.
also as well, her body type is not going to be represented within that, but I think Gemma's hilarious.
Oh, 100%.
I'm just trying to be GC star.
She's actually funny.
Do you know what's funny? My man goes, 2 new boys. Donnie, the voice of Donnie is